warm up here a little bit, and then we'll do our weights, and then we'll cool down a little bit, and that'll be our sequence. Okay, so I like to sit on the edge of my chair. So wherever you feel like you can move around a little bit, try and situate yourself. All right. And let's start with a big inhale. Let's just inhale our arms out and up. And let your wrists cross a little at the top. You can soften your elbows. And then when you exhale, just bring it down and let them cross in the front. So we'll just add our elbows each time. Look up this time. Soften your elbows. Pull your belly in. As you exhale, push the air down. And then let your wrist cross in front of your heart. Let's do that again. Bring it up. And using your exhale to push the air down and come around. Now let's add a little bit of sound to our exhale. We've done this before where we make a shh, kind of an SH sound on the exhale. So let's try that. So let's inhale up. And then on the exhale, take it a little more slowly. Shh. I don't know the recording like that, but we'll try that again 2 more times. So inhale, reach up, look up, feel a little back bend as you cross your wrists, and then shh. And this last time, see if you can feel your shoulders sliding down your back as you exhale. So we've inhaled up, and we'll exhale down. Shh. Now let's change directions. So we'll start, let's see, what is this? So wait a minute, what does that mean? That means we'll start up here, I guess. So come on, I'm not really, what am I thinking? Oh, I know what I'm thinking. I know what I'm thinking, sorry. Okay, so we start here, excuse me, and then inhale up, that's what it is. And then exhale down and come around that way. So we're exhaling, so we'll try it again. So we'll inhale up, and then we'll shh. And last time, let's inhale up and shh. All right. Now let's take our arms just straight out into a T. Hi. I think that's Helene, I think. All right, inhale, arms into a T. And then let's exhale, right arm will go under and left arm will go over, and we'll take it to the right just a little bit. And we'll take this back and forth. So then big, slow inhale, we come out to a T. And we exhale to the other side. So just beginning to lengthen along the side bodies a little bit to help us breathe a little bit more. Inhaling and exhaling. So today is about our core. So we're going to activate our core a little bit. So we're just starting to do that in little ways here. And then come back. Keep our arms out in a T. And then let's turn the palms up and then the palms down and back. So like you're turning 2 doorknobs, just find out what your rotational capacity is at your shoulders. Move your arms up and down. And try and keep those shoulder blades down, sort of buttoned down to the back of your heart. And then you can release that and let it down. Now you might feel a little achy in the shoulders, so let's do some of our shoulder rolls. So let's start with just lifting. Let's do the right shoulder. Just lift the right shoulder up by your ear and squeeze it in as you inhale, and then hold the inhale for a moment. And then when you exhale, side out, just drop your shoulder down. So we're going to take advantage of gravity to release some of the tension that we typically hold there. So let's try that a few times. So inhale up, hold your breath at the top and squeeze it in. So we're making those muscles contract, and then when we let them completely let go. So we're going past that place where you might normally kind of hold your shoulder. So we're going further, coming up and squeezing, holding our breath for a moment, and then good. Let's do that one more time. Inhale it up, breathe it in, and okay. Let's do the last one. So inhale it up, squeeze it in, make sure the spine is long, and then we'll do this 4 times. So second time up, squeeze it in, and up again, third time, squeeze it in. And last time, squeeze it in. And all right, so now we've got a little bit more movement in our shoulders. Let's actually roll our shoulders now. So both shoulders, bring them forward. Let your arms be relaxed. And then bring them up by the ears without squeezing them in. And then exhale, take them back. But do squeeze them together in the back and then drag them down. Reach for the floor. Then use your inhale to sweep them forward and up. And then exhale, squeeze them back and down. And then just turn that into a breeze for yourself. I think I have to, excuse me, keep doing that one. I have to hit a mute somewhere here. Let's see. Where do I do that?
We can do our own.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, if you can unmute, if you can mute yourself, there's just a little bit of background noise there. Okay. All right, we were doing our shoulders back. Let's do a few shoulders coming forward. And of course, feel free to unmute yourself if you have anything you want to ask me. But bringing our shoulders around and forward. And then let's take them back a few times again. We really want to make sure our shoulders and our arms are warmed up before we do any weights. All right, let's bring our hands on our shoulders and we'll do like we've often done. Let's do the backstroke. So one elbow and then the other. And then just alternate and begin to let your torso come with that. So little twist with the torso. Keep the spine long and keep your belly firm. And then let's do the front stroke. So bring your arms forward. And again, a little rotation in the torso. And then pause and let's do both shoulders at the same time now backwards. So really squeeze those shoulder blades in and then bring it around. So you can feel the blood, the circulation really increasing as we do this. Now, here's another option. So see how this feels for you. Can you take your elbows towards each other in the front? Yeah. And then can the wrists touch in the back? And then it would be a little tap in the front and a little tap in the back, or just moving in that general direction. Just makes the circles a little bit bigger. One more time. And then we'll bring it around. All right, now hands are still on your shoulders. We're going to do twists, but they're really small twists. So you'll do just a little back and forth. Just whatever the rhythm feels okay with you. Breathe as you keep doing it, but you don't have to coordinate your breath. Just little twist, but notice where your body naturally stops. And we're going to keep this up for a little while. And you may notice as you go back on each side, your body may be willing to go just a little bit further. So just see what works for you. Think about those little short muscles all around your spine. We're just bringing a little blood flow to them, letting them work back and forth just a little bit. Few more times. Now try this where you don't move your head and you're just moving your arms around. So you keep looking forward and let your arms twist. And I like to try and come to that center point if I can, in the front and the back. Can't always do it. And then add your head back in a few times just to finish up. And then let's come back to center. Shake your arms out for a little moment. We'll do a little bit more with the arms, but just give it a little break here. All right, take a deep breath in through your nose and sigh it out. Just notice the energy in your body already, if anything has shifted. All right, let's try this now. Bring your hands to your shoulders again and bring your elbows out level with your shoulders if you can. So already the elbows are going back a little and as far away from each other as they can. Now we're going to do really small leans to either side. So take an inhale, firm your belly and exhale to the right. Just let it be small this first time. Inhale back to center and then take it to the left. Let your head and neck relax as you do it. We're going to go back and forth a few more times. Now you can lean over so much that you can pick the little sit bone up on the opposite side if that feels good. Just finding out how far you can go and still keep your balance. All right, now the next time we come over to the right, let's pause. So we're on the right and we're here. And now we're gonna pulse. We'll do 8 little pulses, so I'll count for us. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Notice how you have to use your abdomen. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then bring it back to center. So for me, that's a real wake up on my abdominals. So I'm hoping that you feel that too. So inhale and get tall, firm your belly, and let's take it over to the left. We'll pause here, and now we'll try those little pulses again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come on up. Now we're going to do the same thing with twists. So with our hands on our shoulders, just twist to the right, just a little bit. Stay here. And now we're going to do little twists to the right, like little pulses again, and we'll do 8 of those. So take an inhale and begin to twist on the exhale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then swing back to center. So just these little pulses are a way to really activate these core muscles. So we'll take an inhale and take ourselves to the left, and then we'll try it on this side. 1, little twist, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and bring it back. Release your hands, and the last thing we'll do is a little bit of our cat-cow. So hands are on your knees, and on an inhale, bend your elbows straight back, draw your elbows towards each other, bring your heart forward past your shoulders, and gently take your chin up. Pause here for a moment, but continue to breathe as you need to, but just feeling that back bend. So we're building that architecture in our spine. We're deepening the lumbar curve. We're opening up the chest, and then lifting the chin towards the ceiling without strain. The next time it's time for you to exhale, push your knees away. Tuck your tail between your legs. Hollow your belly out. Drop your chin and round your shoulders. And pause here for a moment, but continue to breathe. But feel that stretch across the upper shoulders. And really hollow the belly. Draw the navel in, in. Now with your breath, find the flow back and forth. So inhaling into your back bend cow and exhaling into your rounded back cat. We'll do this a few times. You might even want to close your eyes to feel your spine a little bit better. So visualize your spine in your mind. And follow the beautiful curves of your spine as you're moving them in different directions and coordinating your breath with it. So big inhale sweeps the heart forward and up. And big exhale draws the belly button, the navel back and in. Let's do it one more time. Come back to center, and now we'll turn it into our barrel rolls, more or less. So on your inhale, come forward into what we were calling the cow. Then begin to take your ribs over to the left, lean into the left side of your body, then take it back into our cat, and then bring it over to the right. So find your version of churning, letting your whole rib cage move. So we did the whole spine, and now we're taking the spine, mid-spine, and moving it a little bit differently, a little bit more than the rest of the spine. And then wherever you are, reverse it. So this also, we could call it the hula hooping version. Trying to take it as far in each direction as you can and really bring some warmth and activity to that mid-spine. Okay, and then come back to center. All right, the last thing we'll do is just a little something for our wrists. So let's interlace the fingers and do a little figure 8 with our wrists. So try and keep your elbows by your sides and isolate your wrists to move them. And if this little figure 8 doesn't make sense, I couldn't even figure out what it was at first. You can just do circles with your wrists or just move them anyway. And then whatever you're doing, reverse it. And then imagine you have 2 buckets and they've got hot and cold water in both of them, and you want to stir the water together so you get a nice temperature. So your fingers are spread wide and you're stirring, so your shoulders and your elbows are moving. No, like you're getting a bath ready for the baby. And then reverse that direction. So big rotations of the wrists, but also happening in the shoulders and some movement in the elbows. Okay. And then just shake your hands out. All right, time for our weights. So I would say, relatively lightweight, but I know some people have picked up pretty heavy weights in this class, so up to you. I'm going to start with 2 pounds, and we'll see how that goes. Also soup cans, water bottles, or if your shoulders are feeling a little tender today, you can do all the movements without any weights, and you can see how that goes as well. So we'll start out simple, and then we'll do some things that are a little bit more complex, all right? So holding your weights, let's let your arms be long. And it's really important that we always go through the whole range of motion so that we keep that flexibility in the body, that mobility. All right, so your palms are forward, your arms are long, and shrug those shoulders down so they're tucked up in the back of your heart, like you're tying them together with a little bow in the back. All right, so I won't always cue the breath because I want you to find your rhythm with it, but in general, you will exhale on the exertion. So we'll start out this way. On an inhale, get tall, firm your belly. And when you exhale, mindfully bring your hands up to your shoulders, and then use your inhale to slowly lower your arms down to the full length of your arms. And exhale, we'll bring it up. So we're just starting to warm up, but this is the yoga version of weightlifting. So we're doing it mindfully, slowly, but that's one of the ways that we guarantee strength and length in the muscles, taking the joint to its full range of motion, bringing it up, exhaling up and inhaling down. Unless that feels like you need to reverse it, then feel free to do that. We'll just do 2 more like this, and then we'll keep changing it up. So we're doing it in this progressive way, and hopefully that makes it more interesting. All right. So now exhale up to your shoulders. When you get to your shoulders, turn it around. So now your palms are facing forward and take it down. When you get to the bottom, turn it around again and bring it up. I'm a big fan of the twirls, the weightlifting, I like it. So we twirl at the bottom, bend our elbows and bring it up, twirl at the top and push down. Full range of the arms. Let's do a few more like this. Nice and slow and steady, so we have our flow. But the whole time your abdominal muscles are supporting your low back and they're engaged because we're providing resistance, that extra weight. So our body has to compensate for the extra force that we're applying. All right, now we're going to add another step in here. So our arms are long, you take an inhale, exhale your hands to your shoulders, turn it around, but now take it up over your head and just very lightly tap the weights, bring it down to your shoulders, drop your shoulder blades down, turn it around and bring it down. All right, bring it up, turn it around, take it up, bring it down, turn it around and take it down. Do a few more like this little combo move of a bicep curl. And then lifting overhead, bringing it down and around. So all of this is to build core strength. So of course we're strengthening our arms, but also feel like when you lift up, feel that extra force on your spine and your abdominals. And so your body is compensating by building the strength. Do just a few more like this. So finding your little flow here. And last one like this. Up, around, take it up, bring it down, and nice and slow, lower. All right. Let me make sure, yeah. All right, we're gonna do one arm at a time now, but we're gonna keep our elbows by our sides. So let's start with the right hand. So the palms, double checking, yes, palms are forward. All right, so inhale and bring your hand up to the chest, shoulder, excuse me. And then we take it over to the chest and down. And then left arm comes up and then comes over and take it down. So we'll try that up, over, and down. So you feel just that little subtle movement in your shoulder. Your outer shoulder has to work to bring it down. So up, over, down. We'll do a few more like this, and then we'll, of course, add something a little bit more. And in. Do one more on each side. Up and down. So just these little movements, when we repeat them with resistance, that's how we progressively build strength. All right, this next one is called halo. So we'll start with one arm at a time. So we'll take the hand up, so the palm is facing forward. Now, sort of like we did before, take it over to the opposite shoulder, but now begin to lift your right elbow up so you can draw all around your head like a halo, and then bring it down. So palm forward, bring it up, take it over to the right shoulder. Now begin to lift the left elbow and see if you can clear your head and make a big, beautiful circle and take it down. So we'll do this a couple more times. Palm forward, take it over, and then keep going. So it's like we did the last movement, but now we're extending it. Up to the shoulder, across like we're crossing our heart, and then lift the elbow so we can clear our head and feel that full rotation of the shoulder and take it down. Make sure the belly stays strong on this and across. Lift that elbow, clear it, and down. And one more time like this, and then we're going to add on to it again. So up on the left and over. Lift that elbow, clear it, and down. All right, so now we'll do it on the right. So hand is up by the right shoulder, and then it comes over to the left. You lift up that right elbow and make that circle. Bring it down. Now both arms. Bring it out to the sides. Palms are down. Just a little, sort of fly like that. Bring it down. And then the left arm comes up and over and around. So that'll be our combo. We'll do one halo and then out to the sides, a little pause, and then bring it down. And then back to the right, over and around and down. Out to the sides. Bring it down, firm the belly. And then to the left, over and around and down. Let's do one more on each side. So bring the right arm up, the bicep curl, take it over to the left shoulder, starting with that elbow to bring it up to clear the head and make that big halo circle and down. And big lift out to the side, strong shoulders, long spine, but notice where your shoulder blades are. If they're up here, bring them down. So make it be a proud chest. Bring your heart forward a little bit, take it down, and then we'll finish up on the left side. Up and over, around and down. Okay, now we'll keep our arms down a little bit, give our shoulders a little bit of a break. So let's bring our arms, palms up, parallel to the floor. And our elbows will stay by our sides, okay? So we'll swing it out and then bring it in. So almost like we're just keeping our forearms parallel to the floor, horizontal. And like we have our arms in a tray, we're just swinging them in and out. So we'll do this a few times, and then we'll, of course, add on more. I think combos, I really like them. So you set up one movement and you find out what's comfortable, and then you add on. So notice when you come out here, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take a little moment to squeeze, and then feel that spaciousness as you bring it together. Take it back, squeeze the triceps, pull the shoulder blades down and in, together and out. All right, so now come forward and bring your hands up to your shoulders, little bicep curl. Bring them down, swing them out, and now take them up to the shoulders on the outside. Take it down, swing it forward, bring it up to the shoulders, level with the floor, swing it out, and bring it to the outside of the shoulders. So your elbows are staying relatively motionless. They're like glued to your sides, and we're just working the upper arms and the shoulders with this movement. Let's do one more like this, and one more like that. Okay, let's give the arms just a little break for a moment. We're still going to use the weights, but while sitting on the edge of your chair, I want you to be able to lean back. We're going to do a little bit of ab work here. So you can use no weights, or if you'd like to, you can cross the weights and just have them on your chest. It'll add a little bit more weight when we do our ab work. So up to you what you'd like to do. So on an inhale, as always, we get tall. On an exhale, pull that navel in and just lean back. And then the moment you feel your abs turning on and really working, just pause there and linger for a moment. And then use your inhale to come back. So we'll just do that a few more times. Just exhale, leaning back. Long spine, the neck is an extension of your spine. And then inhale, come back. So we're tucking that navel in. So lean back and really pull the navel in, like you want to tuck it up under the ribs. And then inhale, expand your rib cage, come forward. Let's do two more. So on the exhale, feel the ribs drawing in like a corset towards the center, and the navel is pulling everything in. Inhale, glide forward. And last one, let's take it back and let's stay just a little longer. So exhale, pulling that belly in, keeping the belly in. Even if you take an inhale, hold the belly in like you have a girdle on. And then inhale, come forward. You can relax your hands down on your legs for just a moment. And shake your hands out if you need to. All right, let's have a little fun here. We'll do a little bit more dynamic one. So let's hold the weights kind of like hammers. They're up and down by our sides. And we're going to punch. All right, so we'll start with the left hand. So the weight is vertical here. We'll take an inhale, and when you exhale, we're just going to punch to the front, shoulder height, and turn our palms down, and then bring it back. And then we'll punch with the right hand and bring it back. So our spine stays long, our belly is firm, and we're punching shoulder height right into the center. We'll change this up a little bit, but let's do it a few times. Try and keep your torso steady. And just feel the movement in the shoulders and the arms. Let's do one more like this to the center. All right, now, can we punch across our body? Keep it shoulder height, but now getting a little bit of movement across the upper back and twist. So you might feel your obliques on the sides of your torso. So we're doing it. We give it a little punch, a little push like that to really lengthen through the arms. And all right, now we'll try something else. And again, everything is optional, or you can do it without weights. See what feels right for you. Can you begin to take it up a little bit? So now we're going diagonal, up and up. And let's take it up a little bit more. And maybe we can come straight up, just slightly on either side of center. Taking it up, and then let's bring it down and down. Shoulder height, and now coming a little bit below shoulder, and now taking it down and down, just a few times like that. Okay, and there we are. All right, Now we'll do a little bit more of our combo ones here. All right. So we're going to start with our palms forward. And it'll be a little bit, it'll start out the way we've done it. So on an exhale, bring your hands up. And then twirl them and take them down. So now our palms are facing back. With your palms back, now bring your arms straight out from your shoulders. And then bring them into your armpits. Checking here. And then from here, take your left arm forward and your right arm out to the side. So it's like we're doing semaphore flags. Bring it to your armpits again. Take it straight out and take it down. This is a really shoulder workout. So now turn it around, palms forward. We exhale, bring it up to the shoulders. And we twirl and take it down. Exhale, bring it out to the shoulders, into the armpits. And now this time, right arm goes forward, left arm goes out to the side. Bring it back to the armpits, take it forward, and drop it down. So these, you really feel some burning in the shoulders, I think. So we turn the palms around, bring it up. So it sort of makes you stay alert because we have to keep the pattern going as well. So exhale and take it down. Firm the belly as you swing the arms up to shoulder height. And then take the elbows out wide, take it to your armpits and really feel yourself squeeze those shoulder blades together. That's contracting your rhomboids in the back. And then left hand comes forward, right hand goes out this time. Back to the armpits. Squeeze the shoulders. Float the hands out. Lots of resistance there. Feel the abs working. And then bring it down. Turn the palms forward. Exhale to the shoulders. Turn and take it down. Inhale forward. Bring it in. Let's see, I think it's this way this time. Yes. Right hand comes forward to the armpits. Both arms forward. And we take it down. And turn the palms forward to the shoulders. Turn it around. Take it down. Spine stays long, shoulders are relaxed. Bring the arms out. Bring it in, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then left arm and right arm to the side. Bring it in, forward, and bring it down. All right. Yes, I think some people are losing connections back and forth today. You know, right before I signed on, Zoom told me that it couldn't connect. And I went, oh no, what is going to happen? But it worked out okay. All right. That's all. Okay, I think we have just enough time to let's see if there's anything else I wanted to do today. I think we got everything in. All right. Let's finish with a little bit of triceps. So we can do one arm at a time. And I'll turn sideways. I'm going to put one weight down, or you can use bigger weight. So I'll turn sideways just so you can see it, but I know that you know. So I'll put the left elbow on the left thigh, and then the right arm will keep it back behind the hips. Okay. So with the arm back like that, take an inhale. When you exhale, you'll bring the arm so the elbow stays put. And you bring the weight to your shoulder, and then exhale and extend through that arm. So let's do 8 of these. So keeping the elbow as still as we can, contracting the biceps, and then contracting the triceps. So front of the arm, and then back of the arm working. The whole time the belly is firm. Do 2 more here. And then after this next one, let's keep the arm back. And now we're going to pulse 8 times. So little pulses going up. So 1, 2, straight arm, 3, 4, squeeze it into the center, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold it. So you might be able to feel your shoulder blade pressing in towards the middle of your back, the back of your heart. And that's where we're working to get the triceps and some of the upper back working. And then release it. Yeah, I'll turn around and we'll do the other side. All right. So first we start out with the arm long and take it back behind the hip as much as you can. And notice if your shoulder is up, try to keep your shoulder down and that whole shoulder girdle is engaged. But the arm is strong. And you're drawing it in towards the midline as opposed to coming out to the side. All right. Elbow is stationary. When you're ready, exhale and bring the hand so you're engaging the biceps, stretching the triceps. And then when we take it out, we're engaging the triceps in the back and releasing the biceps. So let's take the momentum out of it, leave the elbows still, and just working that arm. This is like in movies, you know, when they're talking to people, there's always some guy doing this while he's talking to you. So this is us in the movies. Just a few more here. Bringing your focus, really try and feel what's working in your body so you're not disconnected from it. That's what yoga brings us, mindfulness with our movement. So we're bringing mindfulness to our resistance training. All right, now the arm stays back and we'll do 8 little pulses here. So 1, 2, let that shoulder blade come in towards the back of the heart. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Pause and hold it there for a moment. Make sure the neck is soft and relaxed. And you're just isolating that shoulder and the back of the arm, upper back, and then release. Bring it down. Okay, you can set your weights down. And let's do a little something for our arms. All right, so let's, nice and loose, take both our arms and make big circles with our arms, going front and back this time. We started out going side to side in the beginning, so we'll go front to back. And always elbows can be bent if that's more comfortable, or hands can be on shoulders, but it looks like we all got it, okay? And then let's just reverse it a few times, bring it up and around. So our arms should feel very light after having weights for all that time. All right, let's interlace our hands now. And let's take them straight up. And now take it over to the left. This one, we'll call it around the world, nice and slow. So we bring in our whole spine, torso, leading with our knuckles. Follow it with your eyes, strong, straight arms, big circle the whole way around. And when you get to the top, let's pause for a moment, and then let's take it in the other direction. So just inhaling and bringing some spaciousness to our shoulders, our spine, our side body, and around. All right, bring your hands in front of your heart. So your hands are still interlaced in front of your heart. Take an inhale. When you exhale, turn your palms away from you, drop your head, round your back like we do in cat. The next time you inhale, take your arms straight up to the ceiling and maybe even back behind your head, a little bit behind your ears, I should say. Maybe a little back bend. And then release your arms and exhale, bring it down and around. And let's do that again, but this time put a different thumb on top when you interlace your hands. So we bring it to our heart. So you can really feel your chest expand when you inhale. So breathe into your hands, lift your heart as you inhale. And then exhale, drop the head, push the air away, round the back, and pull the belly in. Then use your inhale to float the hands up and reach, reach, reach. Maybe take them back just a little bit and exhale and release. All right, let's make sure we get our wrists because we've used that a lot. So take your arms out to the sides. Make soft fists and let's open and close those doorknobs again, just back and forth a little bit. Getting that mobility in the shoulder joint. And then take your palms and turn your palms down. So this is called wrist extension. So we're pushing our palms away and our fingers are down. Try and lower your shoulder blades again. Now bring your arms together in the front with your palms down. Again, drop the shoulders down and lift the heart a little bit. Take your left hand on those fingers, pull them back as you push the heel of the hand forward. Pause there, really linger, and you'll feel that extra length that your forearms and your hands and fingers may find. And then let's reverse it. So now the right hand will push the fingers back and the left heel of the hand push it forward. Drop that shoulder down away from your ear. So we're always looking for spaciousness coming from the inside out. Okay, let's take the arms wide. Let's bring the left arm across our chest, and then our right arm is going to grab that either on this side of the elbow or up close, or even by the wrist, or just holding it, whatever works for you. You want to bring that left shoulder down, draw the arm into the chest and across towards the right. So keep lowering that left shoulder and drawing that arm in. You want to feel a sensation of lengthening all on the outside of that shoulder. And then just for a little moment, tip it over to the right. Let your head and neck relax. And then bring it back to center, but now take your right ear to your right shoulder. And then release that. Work with the same arm. Take your left arm up, bend the elbow, let the hand just wherever it hits. And then two options. Right hand can just push the elbow back, or if you're able to reach around and hold on to the elbow or the wrist or the forearm, find it. And then you'll gently pull the elbow back and towards the center line. And maybe that hand can walk down the spine a little bit. So we're lifting up, but tuck the lowest ribs in so you're not completely losing the integrity of your abdominals. Shoulder blades slide down the back, lowest ribs tuck in, belly is engaged, and we're lifting through that triceps. Now, option to see, holding on to that, inhaling, get tall, and how does it feel to lean over to the right again? So this is pretty intense lengthening along the left side of the body. So you keep the left hip anchored to the chair and lengthen along that side. Take a breath like you're to breathe right into that shoulder joint. And then exhale, come on back and release that. And now we'll take our arms out to a T again, and then we'll bring the right arm across the body. And the left arm will find that arm and clasp it in wherever you can hold on to it. And we drop that right shoulder down away from the ear, pull the arm into the chest, and we drag it across a little bit. Let your right hand relax completely. Take an inhale here, get tall, and then when you exhale, maybe lean over to the left a little. Let your head and neck relax. So we're just starting to get some length along that right side of the neck and the right side body. You can breathe there to make some space. Come back to center. And now we already set it up. So now take left ear to left shoulder while you draw the right shoulder down and hug it in. And you're breathing into that shoulder, making space. Okay, release that. And now we'll take the right arm up. Bend the elbow, let the hand fall where it will, and either pushing that elbow back or coming around and holding onto the elbow. Draw it back and then towards the center. Like if you could, you put it right in the center of your back. Notice if your lowest ribs are popping out and draw them in. Keep the low back stable and strong. And you're just using a little bit of pressure to draw that elbow. Inhale and get very tall. Firm your belly as you exhale, and then option to lean to the left if that feels okay on your arm and your shoulder. One more breath here, and then bring it back and release your arm. Let's finish with just a little neck roll here. So drop your chin to your chest, but your spine is long. Drag your chin over to your left shoulder. Bring it back to center. Take it to the right shoulder. And do these little half circles, like a little smile a few times with your chin. And then the next time you go to the left, if it feels okay, use your judgment. If you would like to do a full circle, you'll do it slow and mindfully, taking the chin to the ceiling, over to the right shoulder and down. And if you did that, try one more time in that direction. Pause when you come to the center with the chin down, and then take it in the other direction. Either half circle or full circle. And I'm feeling it in the muscles the whole way in my low back. So everything is connected to everything else. Bring your head level, draw the chin back a little bit. Close your eyes and take one beautiful fluid breath, feeling yourself from the inside. So imagine inflating your body with your beautiful breath from the inside. Sighing it out and letting go of everything. If you like, bring your hands together in front of your heart. May all beings everywhere be happy, be free from suffering,